Come in.
Hello. Hello, Johnny.
Well, if it isn't old John Ambition Smith himself.
Prominent young architect prefers work to fascinating visitors.
Hello, Mary.
Welcome. Well, Dunn, I thought you're on your way to Florida.
I am in 30 minutes. You're going to train with me.
Oh, no, I'm not. I had one sad farewell with you at the office, Mr. Morley. Weeping twice in one day is too hard on the eyes.
Come on, get your coat.
I can't, Dunn. I've got to work. Listen, your father's expecting those drawings finished by morning.
Do as the young man says, Johnny.
Well, are you girls palm beaching too?
No such luck this year. Don't forget your mittens and earmuffs. It's cold.
Right. We're going to build another hotel in Florida. And you're coming down next week to help with the plans.
What? Say, if you're kidding me, I'll throw you out that window.
I'm not kidding. It's all fixed. Dad told me at dinner tonight.
I don't suppose you had anything to do with it.
Not a thing.
Thanks, you liar.
Come on, girls.
You're not going out, I hope.
Well, I was, but if you want to see me.
I do.
Say, I'm sorry, Don. I can't go with you. I have to stay here. Business.
Oh, that's all right. Business is business. Sorry you can't go to train with us, John. I'll be waiting for you in Florida.
Any place we can talk?
We can go in the next room.
How are you, Marco?
All right, Father.
Wouldn't come to see me, so I came to see you.
Well, I've been working pretty hard.
Yeah? Well, I had to come here on business, so thought I'd kill two birds with one stone.
What do you wish to see me about, Father?
I want you to come home with me. I'll set you up in business. Get you the finest architect's offices in town. Lots of important buildings to do. Providing you
Providing I take back the name of Marco Ricca?
Yep.
No, thanks. I'm John Smith now, legally. I'm getting along all right. I have a good job that I got myself, and I don't owe anybody anything.
You don't owe me anything? I'm your father.
You don't really think, do you, that I could have the respect and affection for you that other sons have for their fathers?
Ashamed of me, huh? Well, you weren't ashamed to take the money to pay for your education in Europe. And now I'm not good enough for you.
You weren't good enough for Mother, either. That's why she left you and took me with her. All the money in the world couldn't pay for the suffering you caused her. Before she died last winter in Paris, she asked me to get my brother away from you. She knew what you were making of him.
Oh, you've got a swell chance of getting Benedicto away from me. He's got brains. And more in here than you'll ever have.
He'll have a lot more in there before he's through. Lead.
Ah, you yellow. You take after your mother's folks. Flower sellers. What's all this getting us? You don't have to go into my racket. I'm offering you a business of your own. Lots of money, and my influence.
And I don't want any of it. I said I was Tony Ricca's son when I first came back from Europe. Then I discovered what a horrible thing it was for people to know that you were my father. I was a curiosity. My friends wisecracked behind my back. I couldn't hold a job in a respectable firm. Everywhere I went, I was expected to have a quart of gin on my hip and a machine gun up my sleeve.
Yeah, well, they didn't get tough with you, did they?
No, nor after I changed my name to Smith either. You say I haven't got anything in here. Well, neither of you, unless you've got a gun in your hand. Big, brave men, you gangsters. With your armored cars and your bulletproof vests. Why, you can't even call on your own son without those 3 American beauties tagging along after you. Gee, but I'm proud of you. Shooting people in the back and spraying the streets with the blood of innocent children.
Palmero's mob did that.
Oh, you're all alike. How much longer do you think you can get away with it? Breaking laws and corrupting justice. Your reign of terror is just about over. The people are wise to your methods. You can't scare a whole nation. One of these days, the government's going to step in and handle the whole pack of you cowardly murderers. You'd better get out of here before you have to use your gun.
Two kids killed, huh?
Uh-huh.
One of them in a baby carriage. Somebody wanted that Capari guy awful bad to risk killing kids.
Mike Palermo's mob did it.
Oh, you're crazy. What's Palmero doing, killing his partner's brother-in-law?
Who says Palmero and Ricca are partners?
Everybody?
On the surface, yeah. I'll bet you $10 the next one to take a ride will be a Palmero man.
It's a bet.
Okay. I wish every mother and father in town could have got a look at what I saw this afternoon. There'll be no more gangsters alive tomorrow morning. Here you are, Charlie. What's the lowdown on this? Inside war between Ricca and Palmero. Both want to be boss.
Our paper's going to offer $25,000 for the arrest of the killers.
That's a lot of baloney. That ain't going to get anybody arrested.
25 grand is a lot of money. Somebody will squawk.
Would you? 100 people on the street when it happened. 100 people saw that car, and the cops couldn't find one to admit it. They're afraid to squeal. They know their lives wouldn't be worth a nickel.
Any more on this tonight?
No, there won't be till Ricca buries his dead.
Pace, all'anima sua.
Pace.
Mike Palermo and his mother is here.
Okay, okay. Say, Dad, he's got some nerve coming here. Keep your shirt on, Benedicto.
Coraggio, signor. Where's Tony Ricca? Dining room. ¿Cómo está? Pace, l'anima sua.
Pace. Can't get away with it, Mike.
Get away with what?
Who killed my brother-in-law?
You accusing me, you asking me?
Suit yourself. I'll get the guys that did it.
Can't do it, Tony. From now on, I tell you what to do. I'm the boss around here.
Not with me, you ain't.
With this whole outfit. Everybody.
So you think you're big enough to break with me and run the whole territory?
That's right, Tony. How soon you leaving town?
I ain't leaving.
You'll bet it, Tony. I'll buy you out.
You ain't got money enough. I started here and I finish here.
You want to finish here?
It's very important. Wait a minute.
Has the district attorney questioned Ricca or Palermo yet?
No, Ricca's in hiding. Palermo left for Florida last night.
Doctor's orders?
It's healthier down there. Well, all right, boy. Get on it as soon as you can, will you? And I'll wait here.
Hey, Joe, step on him. Hurry up. Come on.
What's all the yelling for? Do you want me?
Yeah, ain't you going golfing with me?
Listen, Dad. I told you yesterday I wasn't going to play golf with you again until you learned how to count.
Why? What?
Why? You put yourself down for a 4 on a 5-par hole and you weren't even on the green in 5.
Why, what so?
Listen, you can cheat this bunch of palookas that go around yesing you, but you can't get away with it with me, understand?
Hey, well, where you going?
Oh, I got business.
All right, but don't be late for your sister's party. And no drinking.
Well, not much. About, So long, Dad. See you in church.
Jerry.
What do you want, Chief?
There, you got to play golf with me.
Oh, all right, but wait till I get my sticks.
No, I'll buy you some new ones at the clubhouse. Come on.
You look okay, but don't do any talking to the guests unless you have to. You stay close to the side entrance. You two take the front door, you the back. You help Tommy at the gate. Remember, nobody gets in without an invitation, not even the chief of police. Nat, you cover the swimming pool. You two circulate among the guests. Keep your eyes and ears open and your mouth shut. And Willie and you buzz around the refreshments. Remember, all of you, no rough stuff. That's all.
Wait a minute. Elmer, when the orchestra come, you better see what they got in their instrument cases.
Yes, sir.
Maria Mia, you look so pretty tonight.
Do I? Do you like this dress, Grandma?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, I wish we lived somewhere. All by ourselves. Just you and I. Where no one knew who we were. Where
You
we...
give a party tonight and you're not happy?
Oh, I'm tired of pretending. Every time Father puts on one of these shows for me,
Everything's set, Mom. I checked up on the H and I told the chef they better be good or else. Hey, ain't you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What, in that black dress?
Why, it's supposed to be very nice.
For a funeral, maybe. I don't like black. Take it off.
But I can't without spoiling my hair.
Well, give me a pair of scissors. I'll cut it off.
Oh, Tony. All right, I'll take it off. You'll please get out of here.
All right, make it snappy. The room will be full of guests before you get downstairs.
There. Do not be angry with your father, dear. He just wants you to be bright and gay. He loves you, Maria, and you must love him, too.
How can I?
Victor, is Mrs. Weaver here yet?
In the library, sir.
Hello, Mike.
What are you doing?
Making out a list of your guests for the local papers.
You can get it on the side page, can't you?
I'm a good publicity woman, but I can't promise to do miracles.
What, somebody did the fair swallow something over down here?
Sweller, if I'm any judge of brawls.
Well, we got lots of genuine society mugs coming down here, ain't
I sent them invitations.
Well, I want this on the society page. That's what I'm paying you for.
Maybe you better get yourself another girl. You and everyone connected with you are front page stuff.
Hey, I'm going to get what I want if I got to go out and buy one of these newspapers.
Now, Mike, that isn't your way of getting what you want. Why don't you put an editor on the spot?
Shut up. Say, what do you always want to make me mad for, eh? Jerry.
Yes?
Is Joe back yet?
No.
Where is he?
I don't know, but I can make a good guess.
Merlin Club?
Uh-huh.
Go get him. I won't have my boy hanging around the speakeasies.
Hey, what time is it? What time is it? Hey, what time is it? Oh, I gotta go.
What's the matter?
They're throwing a big party at my house tonight, and I gotta be there. Hey, waiter.
Yes,
Waiter. Wrap me up a bottle of this.
Yes, sir.
What's so funny? What's so funny?
Taking a hooch to your house is like taking a sandwich to a banquet.
Well, we got plenty of it, all right, but it's all imported stuff. We hadn't got to kick this stuff, Scott.
Oh, come on, Joe. Duck the old party and stay here with us.
I got an idea. Now, why don't you all come to my house?
Is it a free-for-all?
No, but I can fix it up. I got some invitations. Honey?
You, one for me.
And one for me.
I can be there at 10 o'clock, and don't forget these. If you do, they won't let you in.
Here comes your jailer.
Hey, ditch him, quick.
That little boy has to go home now.
Well, what do you want?
Come on.
Hey, Russell.
What do you think you're going to do with that?
I'm going to take it home with me. Well, why not?
Carrying liquor's against the law.
Oh, is that so? Well, Dad ought to be sure pleased to hear about that.
Come on.
So I'll see you later.
Huh?
Well, tomorrow, I think.
Say, Molly, are you going?
It may hurt my social standing, but I'm going.
Hello, Maria. How's everything?
Hello, George.
She's pretty, isn't she?
Yeah.
Very. But doesn't it give you the shivers? Just think of it, Jane, in a real gangster's house.
Oh, we're safe as long as George is here, aren't we, George?
Safe as a church. Yeah, I never go to any of these places without being well armed. Let any of these gangsters get fresh with me, and I'll...
Funny, you are, George. You do the funniest thing.
Come on, let's dance, will you?
Whose place is this?
One of the richest and most influential men in the country.
You've told me that before, but who is he?
Wait and see. You're going to get the kick of your life.
Good evening, Mr. Morley.
Mr. Smith's my guest.
Yes, sir. You'll find parking place along the driveway.
You, Don?
Hello, Marge. Hello, Meg.
You would be late.
Meeting trains. Miss Whitaker, Miss Murray, I'd like to present the Honorable Mr. John Smith.
How do you do? How do you do?
Are you really honorable?
Nope.
I'm so relieved.
Come on, Marge, let's dance.
All right.
Take good care of him, Meg. He's a stranger in these parts.
May I ask you a question?
This is so sudden, but the answer is yes.
Thanks. Who's giving this party?
Don't you know, really?
Don wouldn't tell me.
That's like Don, but I'll tell. Our hostess is none other than the daughter of Mike Palermo. You know, King of Gangland.
What?
Don't be afraid. You won't be put on the spot tonight.
Well, that's comforting.
It's a great joke around here. A bootlegger trying to make his daughter a socialite.
If you ask me, I think she's the one that's been put on the spot.
You're right. She's a nice girl, too. I want you to meet her.
Thanks. Shall we dance?
Love to.
Porter Clydes and Van Stodevans and the Cormixes are here. It's a nice party, eh, Mom?
Hey, wait, everybody. Come on, let's liven things up. All join hands. Come on.
You have a lovely smile.
Now can I say nice things about you, too?
Try and think of some.
Marvelous dancer.
Too bromidic. Go on. Try again.
I like to dance with you.
That's better. Go on.
Oh, it's your turn now.
I'm crazy about it.
I'm speechless. Come on, ladies, in the center. Come on. Come on, Maria, get in here. Come on. Come on, get in. Now, all the girls get the center. The male on the outside. That's it. Come on, here we go. Come on.
And Maria, she didn't miss dance so far.
What's the matter? You want her on the private phone, sir? Long distance. Right. I'll see you in a little while, eh, Mom? Hello. Oh, Luigi? What do you want to bother me now for? You know I'm giving a party for my daughter.
Well, somebody gave a party for your cousin, Angelo. A surprise party. He's dead.
Who was all there? Oh, that whole Ricca crowd, eh? Well, don't you think we ought to give them a party in return?
Yes. I'll send invitation out right away. Who do you want to be the guest of honor?
Someone important. I'll leave that to you. And don't spare no expense.
Who is this time, Mike?
Huh? Your nephew, Angelo.
Call Luigi back and tell him you have a change of mind.
Well, what do you think I'm going to do? Sit here and take it?
Last week it was Ricca's cousin. Now it is yours. Soon it will be another Ricca, then another Palermo. It come more close and more close, Mike. Mike!
Don't worry about this, Mom. You keep out of it.
Nobody can keep out of this that have got anything to do with you. You promised me you're going to give up this business. You promised me you're going to make a home for me and for the children.
Well, I'm trying, ain't I?
No.
Well, I can't do everything in a day. Give me time. Give me time.
what you get.
Well, it took you a long time.
You're dancing with Don Morley, and his father's my boss. If I took you away from him, I'd lose my job.
Oh, so you're the Smith man.
That's right.
Champagne, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Pardon me.
What do you like?
Oh, nothing right now, thanks. Nothing? Is that funny or not? Get wise to yourself, sister. You're at a bootlegger's party and his cellar's wide open.
Shall we sit here?
Yes.
Oh, quite a mixed crowd here this evening.
It's rather.
I'm surprised so many nice people should come.
Out of curiosity, probably. One doesn't get the chance every day to rub elbows with gangsters.
I don't see how anyone would want to.
You came.
Yes. But Don wouldn't tell me where he was taking me.
Oh. So if you'd known this was the Palermo home, you wouldn't have come.
I don't think so. I can't see anything very amusing about gangsters.
Put him up! Stick him up around! And that's one on you, brother. Here, have one on me. That was pretty cute, wasn't it?
Does that frighten you?
Oh, no.
This is no place for you. Can't I call a cab and take you home? If you have a wrap, I'll get it for you and we'll go.
Well, I can't.
Why?
This is my home. I'm giving this party.
What?
I'm Maria Palermo.
You're not really.
Yes. Will you excuse me, Mr. Smith? I must look after my guest.
Oh. Hey, where are those dames?
I couldn't drag them away from the bar.
No? Well, I'll get them in here.
How do you do, Mr. Palermo?
How do you do, Mr. Palermo?
Hello, boys. What are you doing here, Joe?
Just giving the fellas a little drink. Why?
Well, there's a whole bar outside. Why don't you out to meet some nice girls?
Who wants to meet nice girls?
Joe, you gotta cut this out.
Cut what out?
You're drinking too much and hanging around with these tramps.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Well, I'm saying it.
You're not trying to scare me, are you?
Joe, we gotta be friends.
Sure. My pal.
Come in.
There's a couple of dames out there that ain't ladies.
How do you know what's a lady?
You ever see a lady sock a bartender on the schnozzle?
You not telling anyone no rough stuff? Throw 'em out.
Say, Joe, were we invited to this party or not? This big mug's trying to run us out.
That's them.
Friends of yours, Joe?
Yeah.
Throw 'em out.
Now, wait a minute. I invited those...
Wait a minute. Don't you know you can't mix a beer with a champagne? Get 'em out of here.
Hey, lay off. Hey, I'm telling you, lay off.
Save your strength, Joe. This big palooka isn't throwing anybody out. You look like Mike Palermo to me.
Yeah, and you look like a trampist to me.
Say, you dirty high-hat bootlegger. Oh, pardon me for pointing.
Get 'em out.
Say, Joe, get out.
If you can't gonna treat friends of mine like that?
Come here, Adam, come here.
All right. That's the way you want to treat my guests? Okay with me.
Hey, don't do that.
Why not?
Because I don't want to go in.
Oh, you don't, huh?
What'd you do that for?
What? Oh, don't.
Well, you
What's the matter with you anytime? Watch it, huh? All right, you've always wanted to get in the swim. I'll help. Say, who do you think you are? How do you like to have some of this, you...
All right, boys, get him out of here. Take him to the chief and tell him what happened.
It was a terrible, horrible experience. Good night, Miss Palermo.
I'm awfully sorry. Is there anything I can do?
No, thank you. We're not staying for the fireworks, thank you. If it weren't for her money, she'd be hanging out of tenement windows somewhere, chewing on a string of garlic.
Don't mind those eggs, honey. I hate to leave you, but I have to get in touch with the newspaper before some of these mugs talk too much.
Thank you so much.
Awfully nice. Nice time, Maria.
That's fun, Rita. Good night.
Good night, thanks.
Good night.
Can I help?
Thanks, Jerry. You might tell the orchestra they can go.
Hey, what's the matter with Joe? I had to sock him. What for? He got to shoving people in the pool with their clothes on. Then when some guy threw him in, he got nasty and pulled a gun.
Say, where'd you get a gun?
Search me.
Is he hurt?
Nah, I was careful.
Put him to bed. I'll tend to him in the morning. Joe spoiled your party for you, didn't he?
It was spoiled long before it started.
Well, don't you worry, Maria. You can have a party anytime you want. And it's going to be the biggest party ever given in Florida. I will have a full of white men down here from New York with his orchestra, fireworks, anything you say. Now we'll send a Joe away, so he won't spoil the things for you.
Couldn't you send me away? Give the next party for Joe? No use, Grandma Nina. We're just not like other people. They won't have us.
Nobody blame you for what Joe do. Everybody like you.
You know what they say about me?
No.
I should be hanging out of a tenement window, chewing on a string of garlic. I met a young man tonight. We got on beautifully until he found out who I was. I'll never forget the expression on his face. It was marvelous. Marvelous.
Hello. Yeah, long distance? Put him on.
I got some very sad news for you, Chief. Tony Ricca's nephew died very suddenly, early this morning.
Send him a nice floral piece from a Mike Palermo.
Pace all'anima sua. Poverino.
Goodbye.
I know you don't want to read about last night's party.
Sure, let me see.
Now, don't blame me. The League of Nations couldn't have kept that out of the paper.
Why don't you offer them some dough?
Oh, aren't you dumb? The newspapers are looking for anything to pin on you, and you want to bribe one of them.
I think I'll fire you.
Go ahead, and then see what they print about you.
This just came from the front gate. You better soak it, Willie. You know the chief's orders.
What do these other girls got that Maria hasn't got?
Respectable fathers. You think you can put Maria over like toothpaste or chewing gum. You know, being your daughter is no cinch. I wouldn't want the job.
I don't want to be your father either.
Having me around is giving you a sense of humor, Mike.
Oh, yeah?
Hello, Nellie. Hello, darling.
Either for you.
Tell Janice to put them in a vase, please. They don't need any water.
Yes, miss.
Now, who's sending you flowers?
John Smith. Who is he?
Oh, that's the fellow with the beard. You've seen his face in the cough drop boxes.
I wasn't talking to you. I asked you a question. Who is he?
I met him last night. He came with Don Morley.
Well, Don Morley is okay. His father's a big architect. Hello? Yeah? Huh? Oh. John Smith down the gate now.
I don't want to see him.
Tell him to come up.
Why did you do that?
What do you think I'm moving down here for? I want you and Joe to meet some real people. John Smith come from a nice family, don't he?
Oh, you've heard of the Smiths from New York. They're very well spoken of.
Shut up. Why don't you want to see him?
Well, if you must know, he is the man who threw Joe in the pool.
And he ain't afraid to come back the next day? Say, I want to meet that guy. Maybe he likes you. Looks like he's interested.
Well, I'm not.
Well, I am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. Mrs. Weaver, I'd like to have you meet Mr. Smith.
How do you do?
This is my father.
How do you do?
Glad to know you, Miss Smith.
Thank you, sir.
You been in Florida long?
Well, this is my second day.
Just playing around, eh?
No, working.
Who for?
Well, Mr. Morley, we're building the 2 new hotels here.
Where you from? Where's your home?
New York City.
New York, eh? Well, Nellie, let's go. Mr. Smith didn't come to call on us.
Your flowers were lovely. Thank you.
They were sort of an apology.
Please don't, or I shall have to apologize for my brother's actions.
I understand your brother. He's only trying to convince the world that he's a Palermo.
You're delightfully frank in your contempt for our family, aren't you? Why did you come here again?
To explain a misunderstanding. Please sit down. Let me talk to you. We were getting along swell last night, and you had to go and spoil it all by telling me your name. We were beginning to have a romance. 15 minutes more and I'd have proposed.
But I told you my name and you laughed.
You didn't realize how funny the situation was.
No, I didn't.
I bet you felt like slapping my face.
I did.
Why didn't you? You did the first time I kissed you. When we were kids. You don't remember, do you? I think I was your first beau. I used to give you candy hearts. Yes, and you gave me the mumps. Am I still a mystery? Well, our fathers used to be partners.
Marco Ricca.
Discovered.
Marco Ricca.
Alias John Smith.
Why didn't you tell me before?
You didn't give me a chance.
What do you mean, coming to this house?
I wanted to see you again.
Oh, but you shouldn't have come here. You know that.
You're not going to give me up, are you?
It isn't safe for you here.
Oh, of course it is. I'm just one of the many John Smiths, a lowly architect, paying his respects to an old sweetheart.
Yes, but suppose somebody should recognize you.
Who? You didn't. I've never been connected with my father's racket. Thanks to Mother, I've lived abroad since I was 10.
You'd better get out of here. Our fathers are not the gentle kind that scold or spank. If anything should happen to you, well, I'd...
Thanks.
No, but I'm serious. If anything should happen to you, I'd feel responsible.
Would you like the responsibility? Don't you?
I'm glad you came here, and I'm glad to have seen you. But you must never come here again.
You mean you don't want to see me again?
Will you go now?
Where'll we meet tonight?
I'm not going to meet you again, ever.
Oh, yes, you are. I'll follow you wherever you go.
Well, if you do, I'll...
What?
Well, I can't meet you tonight. I'm going to Nellie Weaver's.
So am I. Good afternoon.
No, you simply cannot get away with it. You're playing with dynamite. Now, don't give me that innocent baby stare. You know what I mean. There are a million Smiths, and you have to pick the one by the name of Marco Ricca and fall in love with him.
What an imagination.
Well, you'd have to be crazy about him or you wouldn't take the chance.
Oh, you're leaping at conclusions, Nellie. I told you we're only going for a lark.
Yeah? I knew a couple once who went for a lark. I'm the lark. How about Jerry, your personal bodyguard? You'll take him along.
Not for a minute. You're going to entertain him till we get back.
Is that so? No, you simply cannot get away with it. Why, you're making me a fellow conspirator. If this leaks out, do you know what your father might do to me? There's no sex discrimination in this gang warfare nowadays.
But I told you Father likes Mr. Smith.
Oh, that's bad. If he likes him, he'll never stop until he finds out everything about him. He started on the young chap this afternoon. You heard him. He can ask questions faster than a machine gun can sputter.
There he is now.
Wait a minute. Maria!
Oh, come in, Mr. Smith.
Good evening.
Well, you know Mrs. Weaver, don't you?
Yes.
Of course.
And this is Mr. Baxter, Mr. Smith.
How do you do? How do you do, Mr. Baxter? I borrowed Don Morley's car. I thought you might like to take a ride.
Oh, will there be room for all of us?
Well, it's only a roadster.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Isn't there a rumble seat?
You don't get me in any rumble seat.
Well, I know exactly how you feel, Nellie. I know how nervous and worn out and tired you are. And Jerry never did like to take the bumps. We'll be back at 11:30, Jerry, so you can check me in at home by 12.
Hey, listen.
Good night.
What's
What's all this, anyway?
Well, what does it look like?
Looks like a frame-up. I'm left holding the bag.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. Mike likes young Smith. Do you really want to go for a ride?
If anything happens to her, I'm liable to be taken for one.
Oh, give her a break. You know, you think Maria's pretty swell yourself now, don't you?
Well, there's nothing I wouldn't do for her. Why couldn't she see him in her own home?
How would you like to go visit your best girl with a machine gun in every window?
Say, you're mixed up in this more than you're telling me. If this guy Smith isn't on the up and up with Maria, you'd better leave town.
Yeah? If he isn't, we both better leave town. Oh, let's forget it. Let's do something. What's your favorite two-handed game?
Blackjack.
No, that's one-handed. Play cribbage?
Played it steady once for 90 days.
No time off for good behavior?
Say...
Oh, come on. Let's see how good you are. $15-2, $15-4, $15-6, $15-8, and 8 is 16, and that puts Nellie out.
How many games does that put you ahead?
Just 64 in 3 weeks. You know, if you really want to learn this game, there's some expert cribbage players at Sing Sing.
No, thanks. Hey, I wonder where those kids are tonight.
Well, one guess is as good as another. Florida's a pretty big state.
This cribbage stall's been going on long enough. What do they do night after night?
What would you be doing with a pretty girl in the moonlight? We'd better play cribbage.
The great big ocean, moon, stars. And we're just a couple of little ants, worrying, thinking we're important.
We're important to each other.
I love you, Marco.
And I think you're just terrible. Let's face the music. I'll tell your father who I am and that we're going to be married.
And have a bomb planted in our wedding cake?
Well, he'd give us a swell funeral. Oh, well, let's elope then. Run away. To Europe.
Run away. As if we were the criminals. Then the manhunt would begin. Our pictures in papers all over the world. Tracked by reporters, cameramen, gunmen. Oh, Marco, do you realize that we can't possibly escape them any place?
We're losing our sense of humor.
I can't help it. I'm so afraid that Father will find out who you are and I'll never see you again.
Oh, sweetheart. Let's forget everything but just you and me. Take every minute of happiness we can get.
But it's all so hopeless. Perhaps it would have been better if we'd never met.
You don't mean that, do you?
I know. I've heard all that before. That's a lot of bunk.
I'm not advising you as your attorney, Mike, but as your friend. You've got to get out of the racket.
Yeah, and let Tony Ricca grab my business?
No, Tony's got to get out, too. His attorneys are giving him the same advice.
Don't you believe that? Just a trick. Tony Ricca knows I got him on the run.
Yeah, you're on the run yourself, only you don't know it.
Yeah, and who's got me on the run?
The public.
I'm not afraid of the public.
No? You know what they're saying? Mike Palermo kills children.
Well, I can't stop people from talking.
Right. But people talking can stop you.
Nobody ain't got nothing on Mike Palermo.
No, but they will have before they get through with you.
All right. There's plenty of time to worry about that.
Time? A couple of days, maybe. You think you're some kind of a king. Well, let me tell you, Mike, you're riding for a fall. You've just been lucky so far. But take my word for it, no man is big enough to keep on breaking the laws and get away with it. People in this country are not indifferent anymore. They were a long time getting on to you, but now they've started, they'll never stop until they've finished their job.
Come in. I guess you're right, Russo. Maybe I better give up this racket.
You mean it?
Yeah.
Well, now you're getting sensible. Now you're getting smart.
Well, if Tony Ricca's ready to quit, so am I.
There won't be any trouble about that. Tony will quit.
You will now hear the regular broadcast of late news bulletins. Gangland snarled its defiance of the law again tonight when two fathers of families were riddled with machine gun bullets intended for Benedicto Ricca, son of Tony Ricca, Southside beer baron. Young Ricca, mortally wounded, died at the Mercy Hospital, refusing to reveal the identity of his assailant.
It's too bad.
Atlantic City, New Jersey. A terrific 60-mile gale swept the waterfront.
You knew Tony's son was dead. That telegram you just got was from one of your men telling you that they'd carried out your orders to have Benedicto killed. That was why you were so willing to make peace with Ricca. Mike Palermo, you're a disgrace to your nationality. I'm through with you.
Better go to bed, Mom.
Russo was right. You promised me there would be no more killing. Again, you break your word to your mother.
Oh, Mom.
The Palmeros and Riccas are being wiped out. When is it going to end?
Well, for me, it's a finish. I told LaRusso I was a true.
Yes, but what about Tony Ricca? He's not a true. His son is dead. Do you think he will stop there? No. Next, they will kill a Joe.
Don't worry about it, Joe. I take care of that.
Joe is next. Better they kill you next.
Mom, you don't mean that.
I do mean it. You are my only son, but I'd rather see you dead if it will stop at this killing. You never bring happiness to anybody in all your life. For 20 years I've pleaded with you and your own children. No wonder Mary is afraid of you and Joe make fun of you.
What's the matter? I'm a good father. I give them all the money they want to spend. Give them everything they want.
Money, money, money. What they need is a father, one they can love and respect. That is why they don't stay home.
Well, they stay home if I tell them to.
They hate you, and I don't blame them. Mike Palermo, you are a murderer. And may God forgive me for bringing you into this world. It'd be better if you never had been born.
Mom, you don't know what you say. You say...
Don't touch me. There's blood on your hands. The blood of little innocent children. And maybe someday, the blood of your own son.
That 10 you owe me.
Yeah, I'll bet you bumped off this Ricca mug yourself, just to take more of my dough.
I'd have done it for less than that, if you want to know what I think about him. Here you are, Charlie. I'd like to see him take every gangster in the country, herd him into one pen, turn the Marines loose on him, and let him blow him to...
Phone's kid.
Thanks. Hello. Oh, hello, Chief.
I want some more on this.
Okay.
And flare up on the public indignation angle. Enraged country demand extermination of gangsters. Governor and Mayor confer with the United States Attorney General.
Washington Dispatch.
President orders Department of Justice to investigate and prosecute gangmen's crimes against the government and deport all criminal aliens. You'll have to use this too, Bert. You won't have any room left on the front page.
Just came from the mayor's office. He's received more than 5,000 letters and telegrams from indignant citizens, more than half of them from Italians.
Work that up. Reputable Italians bitterly condemn hoodlums of their race.
Right.
Understand everything? Yeah. And you've done the job. Don't come back to this town.
Chief, can I see you a minute?
What do you want?
Can I get a statement?
I got nothing to say.
Your other son coming to the funeral?
I haven't got another son.
You can't keep it undercover, Tony. How about the young architect?
I haven't got another son.
Okay.
So after you leave a school in Europe, the United States looked pretty good to you, eh?
There were better jobs over here.
I know your family was glad to see you home again.
Yes.
Why'd you go to Europe? Weren't the schools here good enough for you?
Not so good as the schools in the whole country. Everybody know that.
Now, how would you know? You never went to school.
Hey, what's the matter with you? I did it too. Didn't I, Mom?
Don't tell me you can't even add your golf scores.
Hey, Mitch Smith, you don't look American. You look a kind Italian.
Well, I guess that's from living over there so long.
Maybe your father's name was Smitani or something like that. He changed it. Lots of people do that, you know.
Well, I've been told before I look Italian. But then there's so many Smiths we can't all look alike.
You ought to write for the funny papers. Well, so long, everybody. Have a pleasant evening.
Where you going?
It couldn't be my business, could it?
Why'd you stay here and learn some manners?
Don't make me laugh. I get fits.
Excuse me, everybody. Hey, Joe. Come here. Hey, what's the matter with you? Can't you be nice to anybody?
Well, can't you? Always cutting at me like I was a leaky-nosed kid.
Well, I know you ain't a kid no more. You're a man, but you gotta act like one. You know I got big plans for you.
Well, now, why didn't you say so before?
I've been busy getting things ready for you. You know, someday you're gonna step into my shoes and have a big money and a big business to take care of.
When are you gonna begin breaking me in?
This racket of ours is too tough. That's the reason I'm getting rid of all of my competition. Taking the bumps for you.
Well, I can take them, too. What do you think I am, a lily?
Sure you can take them. You're a Palermo. No sense in the two of us doing it.
Well, I'm getting tired of this loafing around. I want you to let me handle some of the mob. I want you to let me do something.
Yeah, you listen to me. You're important to our business, yours and mine. You think I want you running around and getting into trouble? From now on, one of the boys is going to go with you wherever you go.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Sir, you and me as partners. But I'm still the boss around here. You understand?
Okay, Chief. Well, we're partners, you mean that? Well, come on, get me my chaperone. Let me get out of here. I got a date.
Jerry, I just give Joe his orders. He's to go nowhere without a bodyguard. See that he gets fixed up.
All right, Chief.
When you get him set, come back to the library. I want to see you.
Snap into it, will you?
Hello? Tommy? I just gave orders. From now on, Joe is not to leave these grounds unless one of our boys goes with him. Okay.
Ooh, I thought that meal would never end. I'll have nervous indigestion for a week.
I don't know yet what I ate, but what I did still here.
Will you two please go away someplace? I simply can't stand the strain.
We are going somewhere.
Now, don't give me any more thrills. My heart ain't what it used to be.
We're going to give you a real thrill tonight.
We're going to be married.
Well, I'll be a such and such.
The judge is waiting for us now. We'll be back in an hour. And then we're going to tell Father.
Oh, I'll never live that long. Wait a minute, you two. Listen, I never was more serious in my life. You simply cannot get away with it. Sooner or later, your secret's going to come out, and when it does...
We'll be in Europe. Nobody will know where. Come on, Maria. We don't want to be late.
Wait a minute. Listen here, I'm going with you. This is one time where death us do part is going to mean 3 instead of 2.
No, you've got to stay here, an alibi for us. Tell Father we've taken a short ride in the car.
Then can I go to Europe with you?
Yes.
All right. Beat it, you crazy, idiotic kids. God love you.
Hello, Nellie. Where's everybody?
Why, your mother's taking a nap, and the kids sneaked out for a ride.
Gee, I don't know what's the matter with kids nowadays. They can't stay home a minute.
Oh, Mike, don't tell me you're the man that wrote Home Sweet Home.
Well, can they talk as well here as in the car?
Oh, yeah, sure. I love you, says he, as he trips over one of her father's machine guns.
Say, so you think they're in love, eh?
Well, I think they are, if I'm any judge of symptoms.
Tell me, what do you think about this Smith guy, eh?
I think Maria has showed excellent judgment. He's a fine boy, but if I were he, I'd sock you right in the nose.
Why? What have I done?
Oh, plenty. Why, the minute the boy comes around you, you make him feel like a sap. Ask him a lot of questions as though you didn't trust him.
Well, he's going to my daughter. I got a right to know something about him, ain't I?
You will if you keep on.
All right, I'll cut it out, but you got to get on dope on him for me.
All right, Mike. I'll wire Sing Sing and get his complete record.
Where you going?
Now, that couldn't be my business, could it? Oh, Mike, you're the most inquisitive man I've ever met.
Well, I don't want to be left flat all the time.
Well, if you must know, I'm going home and take a bath.
Can you stick it here?
If you ask me another question, I'll...
All right, goodbye. Go on home. Go on. Go on.
Thank you, Master.
Hi, big boy.
Oh, yes, kid. Hello, Joe. When'd you get down to Florida? This afternoon. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Your table is ready for you, Mr. Palermo.
Yes, sir. What are you doing down here, Skid?
On the trail of a story.
Anything to do with the Palmeros?
No. Looking for a certain guy.
Yeah? Anybody I know?
Maybe. You ever see that fella?
Sure, it's John Smith.
Well, where'd you ever see him?
Well, I just had dinner with him. He runs around with my sister.
But that guy?
Yeah, high hat kind of an egg. Why, you got something on him?
Plenty, if he says his name is Smith. Here's a clipping from a Paris paper. It says that Mike Ricca took a first prize in architecture at a Paris exhibit.
Any relation to Tony Ricca?
Only his son.
What do you make of that, Willie? His old man sent him down here to do a job. Come on, Willie, we're going home.
Hey, wait a minute. I went to a lot of trouble getting
Now,
that stuff.
listen, Skid, just sit down here and have a drink, will you, and keep your shirt on. I'll be back with these papers before you can finish those drinks.
Yes?
We're being followed, Joe.
Maybe the cops.
Slow down. Your dad will crack you wide open if we get pinched.
No, we'll get away from them.
Slow down, I tell you. You got a lot of time.
Okay, keep your shirt on, will you?
Get hold of Dad. Get hold of Dad.
All right, boy. All right. Who are they? It's young Palermo. You wait here. I'll phone for an ambulance.
You better take no chances. Come in.
There's a reporter on the phone. He said it's very important, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Huh? What? Where? Yeah? Who? I'll be right there. They got Joe. Say, can't be nobody else but that Ricca mob, eh? You turn the alarm, get out all the cars. There's nothing to worry about, Mom. Joe just had an accident with his car. Cut up a little, that's all. I'll be back soon. I'll phone you if it's serious. Ricca's mob's in town. They got Joe and Willie between here and the Mullen Club on the back road. Let's go. Come on, Jerry.
Right down here, boys.
All right, keep away from the door.
You can't come in here.
Well, I'm his father. Dad, it's me, Joe.
Oh, Dad. I've been holding on to your cane. But there's something very important in my left pocket. Get it, quick.
Take it easy, Joe. Take it easy.
Oh, read it, Dad. Read it. It's the dope on John Smith. And his real name's Marco Ricca. Tony Ricca's son.
Where's Father, Victor?
He's gone out, Miss Maria.
Oh, thank you.
Maria. Joe have accident. Your father gone to get him. The man at telephone say he was not hurt bad, but I'm worried.
I hope it's not serious.
The father say it was not, but...
Oh, but then don't worry. Until you have to. You come in the other room. We have something to tell you.
Joe's dead. Leave one man here. You come with me to the house. We got something to do tonight.
Leave a man here and you follow us.
Stay here.
So I wanted you to know first, Grandma Nina.
So Rosa Ricca was your mother?
Yes.
Rosa was my very good friend. I was glad when she took you away. Your father, he must never find out that he's Marco Ricca.
Someday, Grandma, it'll all be different, and we can tell Father.
Huh. I wait always for that someday. Oh, but we should be happy. And Marco, no matter what happens, I'm gonna love you always like my own boy.
Well, we can't stay here all night. I'll never get ready. I've only one bag packed.
Come along, we out.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
What do you think?
Maybe he changed his name to get away from the racket.
Was Joe in the racket? No. I know Ricca. The kid's a plant.
They're giving Marco a 2 weeks vacation. And we're going to drive to Miami and then fly to Havana on our honeymoon.
Oh, that will be very nice.
Oh, I suppose we should wait find out how Joe is.
No, Joe is all right, or your father would have telephoned. You better go before they get back.
It's taken us a long time to get up nerve enough to tell him.
Don't you think we should and get it over with?
No, you run away first, then send him a telegram. That's the best way.
Well, that one's all packed.
Is Maria and Mr. Smith here yet?
Yes, sir.
No one is know about Joe yet. Get everything set. When a Smith leave in his car, you follow him. The rest is up to you.
Oh, here's your father, Maria.
How is it, Joe? He's all right?
Sure, he's all right. They're holding him at the hospital. Want to take a couple of x-rays. I'm going back there later. What's all this?
Oh, children got a surprise for you.
Surprise? What is it?
Well, you see, we...
Maria and I have a secret. We want to let you in on it.
Fine. I like secrets when I'm in on them. Let's go in the library. You can leave those things here. Well, what's all the secrets?
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I love Maria.
I was expecting that.
Were you really?
Yes.
I wonder if he's been expecting what else we're going to tell him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We're married.
Pretty quick, ain't it?
We were married half an hour ago.
So you sneaked out and got her married, eh?
Yes.
Why?
Well, we thought maybe you might not approve.
Why not? I got nothing against Miss Smith.
Then you do approve.
Of course, I don't know much about him. Do you?
I know all about him and I love him.
All about him?
Yes.
And I like him too, Mike.
Oh, I see. Well, what are you going to do now?
And we're going away on our honeymoon, if you'll give us your blessing.
I'll give you more than that. Come in.
Sorry to disturb you.
All right, Jerry, just a sort of a family party. You wait here. I'll be back in a little while with the present. Well, what is it?
Tony Ricca calling on the phone.
Yeah? Maybe now he wants to make peace. Put the call on in here, Victor. Yes? This is Mike.
This is Tony. I just heard about Joe. That sure is tough. You know now how I felt when I lost my son. I'm sorry, Mike.
Thanks for the sympathy. That goes a long way.
My lawyer has been trying to get me to give up the racket. I told him just a little while ago I'd quit, if you would.
Not a bad idea. We talk it over sometime. You'll have to excuse me now, pal. There's someone in the house I got to talk a little business to.
I think you know him. He's a young architect. His name is John Smith. Bye.
Better change our plans. They sneaked out tonight and got him married. I'm sending him away with a $25,000 check. As a wedding present.
So they'll find the check in his pocket, and that'll be your alibi, huh?
Yeah. When they leave the house, you grab Maria and throw the boy in a big car and beat it.
Pretty tough on your own daughter, isn't it?
Joe's dead. And I am to worry about her. She's been kidding me for weeks. She knew he was a Rico. We had him just she married him. Made a sucker out of me, eh? She's a Rico now, and she knows what to expect. What's the matter with you? Getting soft?
I'm not getting soft.
Get the boys together. You ain't got much time. Dear, here's a little wedding present for you.
Oh, Dad, you're a peach. Oh, it's made out to you.
Yes, the husband should always keep the money. Put it in your pocket. Thank you. Well, you better get going, huh?
Yes. I send you trunk to Havana.
Well, have a good time, kids. We will. Wait a minute. We'll wave goodbye to them from the balcony.
Oh, goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Grandma.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Have a happy time.
Goodbye.
Be happy. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Mom, Joe's dead.
Dios mío. Why didn't you tell me?
It wasn't an accident. The Riccas killed him. And she married the Ricca.
Maria!
Mom!
Maria!
Mom.
Maria! Oh, Mike! Stop it!
Lay off, boys. This is my party. Put 'em up. Come on, Smith. Get in. Maria. We couldn't let the old man get away with this. He's gone nuts. Now keep him up and don't move. Come on, let's get out of here.
Carrillo, double-cross.
Mike!
I'll get them, every one of them. They won't get past the front gate. Hello.
Mike, stop.
Hello. Go away. Hello.
Stop, Mike.
Go away. Hello. 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 Hello.
Mike, put down that phone.
Tommy, what's the matter with you?
Don't put down that phone, Mike.
Don't let that car get away. Turn the machine gun. Mom.
Dios mío. Perdóname.
Come on. Open the gate. Come on, step on it.